at the Legacy Castle here in Pequannock, New Jersey, and I'm talking to Gary Hillen. You mind showing us around?
Show you around.
All right, let's do it.
This is one of the photo ops that we do have. Is the staircase. The photographers usually come down, shoot the bride at the top, work their way down through the middle of the staircase, and then in the opulent entrance, they'll just continue to shoot numerous photos. It is making memories for whether it's a special occasion, whether it's for a bride or some anniversary, but we do have various features. We do have a gondola out there that we've brought in for the winter at this point. We do have a peninsula, which provides a lot of photo ops. It's also where our helicopter landings do take place. We have a garden outside, just outside our porte-cochere, that has a lot of photo ops present themselves also. And then there's about a 20-foot high centerpiece of a fountain that we do have. And in that garden area, the brides generally take numerous pictures down there too.
Now you mentioned that there's helicopter landings and stuff like that.
Correct.
You ever been like late to get home? Maybe, so you maybe jump on a helicopter and like take it out of here and commute home?
Everyth's scheduled with the town. Come through here,
yeah.
We have our fireplace, which is functional. Our guests will sit here waiting, usually for the sales staff to come out, greet them, and take them on a tour. Robert Zoe was hired as a consultant. He's our designer. Lou Salamone was our architect, and together working on this and then showing various renderings to Munir, also his son Brandon, who's done extensive work on the castle during the construction phase. They were able to pick out and create exactly what you see here, all those moldings in great detail, and it's just part of his personality that he wants things to be the best, most opulent, without being excessive. But if you look at the architecture we have here, it'll be reminiscent of a chateau over in France. Fine detail. His wife actually picked out all of the wallpaper in here.
It's gorgeous, man, gorgeous.
So
this is the bathroom right here in Legacy Castle, and
one of the bathrooms.
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I wouldn't even mind living here. And that right there is a great illustration of the detail put into this place. How about that, Gary?
Yeah, like I said, that's just part of Munir. Everything was thought about, and no stone unturned. I think every bride has maybe a dream of being like a Cinderella story as a princess, and if they are looking for an opulent place that they'll be treated like a princess, that's the reason to come to the Legacy Castle. But this usually has about 120, 140 people in here. Smaller room, you can do corporate functions in here, holiday parties. You can also use it for some of our main events as a starting point too.
This is more of a men.
This is the masculine style.
Yeah, masculine style room.
And a lot of corporate functions, whether it be sales, staff that comes in here. This room fits that decor-wise. This is the area which, before going into the main ballroom, you can have your cocktails. We'll set out tables through here. The guests, when they arrive, this bar, which is basically round with some squared off edges on it, circular bar. We do have an outdoor patio that our guests can access and overlook the lakes.
Imagine walking down that aisle right there with guests on that side and guests on that way on the most important day of your life. Let's give people an idea.
Again, Paul, we got about 22 feet to the ceilings in here, standing in the balcony area where the bride can walk down.
This place.
I've never worked at such a phenomenal place in all my life. I mean, this is a gem of the catering world, I'll tell you that right now. You're not going to see another place like this for a long time.
Just
This
imagine.
does almost virtually everything,
Really?
you know, hot that we have. It's all computerized.
Okay, I told you before, this place is immaculate. You can eat off any portion of anywhere. I'm just showing you inside because I can't believe how clean the place is.
It's computer controlled, so there's no more roast logs, and you know you have to sit down. Oh, the roast went into this. We cooked it to that temperature. It's more science now than it ever was before because you do so much more volume at one time. Before, if you overcook the steak, you'd overcook, you know, 4 or 5, 10 steaks at a time. This, you're doing 300 or 400 steaks at a time. 100 pounds of chicken, you know, 100 pounds of shrimp at a time. You make a mistake, and the whole thing's gone.
This is going to go on the sushi display, as I said earlier. There's an apple on top to put on top of his hat. This is made out of daikon, the white. This is part of.
What is daikon? Explain.
Daikon is a Japanese radish.
Okay, so is that sweet? Or is it
has
not
an earthy kind of flavor to it.
Okay, so what's next?
This is part of the watermelon that was on the bottom here. Took it and put it up here. This is made out of cantaloupe.
Wow, cool. Okay, and the eyes are grapes.
The eyes are
really
grapes.
Cool, but what are the leaves?
Those are zucchinis.
Okay.
That's a zucchini.
Now, in your experience, are people eating that part?
No, this is more for display.